as far as the drama, the excitement. But this first match, this is a ladies open match. It is race to 5 with a 40-minute match clock. And two really good players here. April Gonzales is from my area, the DFW area. And, of course, we saw Ashley Benoit in the shootout. What do you think about this match? I think it's a good opener.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Ashley Benoit, the speed that this young lady plays at is quite phenomenal. And she brings her A game to the table. April Gonzales is going to have her work cut out, I'm sure. Already won her first group match, Ashley Benoit, 5-0. April Gonzales also won her first match, but she won 5-4, and that was a foul.
Yeah, I think it's going to come to a loss of turn because she did contact the 13 before she hit the 5. You cannot play any dirty combos, as we call them. Or in simpler terms, you cannot play a stripe and then a solid and be solids.
Also, something to remember, we won't have the golden breaks in play in these matches. They're only for the shootouts only.
Yeah, shootout format. We'll see a little bit more of that tonight with the mixed pairs.
We will.
But this is our standard international 8-ball rules match. And you see the match clock is a little bit longer than the shootout. Again, we want to let these players play rather than let the match clock dictate it as much as it does in the shootout format. And April here, off to a decent start. She's going to need to do something with this 6-ball, though.
Yeah, it's going to be a tough shot here for April. She can make the 3 into the top left, but then to try and get onto the 6, I think it's going to be very awkward indeed. Just overcut the 3 down. I think she's going to scratch, which she does. So ball in hand for Ashley Benoit.
Like you said before, Ashley with a very, very quick pace. Won't see her run into time clock or shot clock issues very often. She does seem to be a little bit slower today.
Early morning, maybe. I mean, I spoke to Ashley after her match with Del Sim the other evening. I had a good chat with her, and I said, you remind me of a player called Sean Chipperfield back in the UK. He's like pretty much our fastest player. She goes, well, I just think really quickly. I see it quickly, and I just want to get on with it. I said, well, fair enough.
And taking her time on this one because it's not
she's got
straightforward.
She's got a bit out of position early on in this rack. And any mistake here, of course, April's 2 solids are in decent position as well.
She's going to play a nice little layup and hope she gets the safety out of it.
It hasn't at all, unfortunately, for Ashley.
And you had a chance to go look at their other group play matches. I believe you were checking out scores. Do you know how they fared in their first matches?
April won 5-4 and Ashley won 5-0.
Oh, wow.
So they're both unbeaten yet in the group.
Oh, is she going to get a rub? Oh, she got a rub. She got a nice little touch here now. Ashley she's in trouble.
Decent safety there from Ashley.
Just wondering if she can just barely see the edge of this ball. And she could. This is tricky now because if Ashley leaves her where she can go rail first, she might be able to get a good play on the 3-ball. Oh, no.
She wasn't trying to make that 9. She was trying to put the cue ball behind the 8. Now this is really tricky. I think she wants to shoot this 14 down there and try and bring the cue ball all the way back. It's too much of a tough call. Trying again to get behind the 8, but this
Watch
could
out,
be
cue ball.
scratch. It's a scratch.
Yeah, and just got in trouble there trying to play the safety twice, and neither one of them worked out for her. This is only rack 1, though, so lots of pool left. And April still got to make a few good shots.
Well, this isn't easy because she's got to make the 6 now and get all the way back up the table. 48 ball. See, the 6 will pass into both corners.
If she can play this well into the bottom right, she can send her cue ball 3 rails around. A little bit of bottom with some right-hand spin, or left-hand spin, excuse me. She actually drew back. This is tough. I don't think that one's going to work out for her, Tony.
Nice shot there from Ashley. Could play that with a bit of knowledge that she's always leaving the cue ball a long way away from the 8 ball. So this 11 ball into the top right. In it goes. And the 8 ball's going to go in the same pocket. This to win the first rack for Ashley Benoit. In it goes, in a bit of a scrappy opener. It is the first match of the morning for these players. Nice break there by April. Makes a couple of balls. This looks more of an open rack than we had in the first one. So April's going to have a good choice here. Solids or stripes, both available. Just a quick glance there. I think I myself would probably, if the 9 passes a 7, but then just simply because where the 8 is, I'd take solids.
Would you?
Yep.
I
Play the 1 ball first, get up there and try and get rid of the 6, and then everything else is at the bottom of the table. If you get rid of all the solids, the 8 ball is going to be easy. But if you go for the stripes where the 8 ball is, unless you've moved a couple of the solids out of the way, that 8 ball only goes in the right-hand side pocket and maybe up in the top. So,
yeah, the 9 ball being there was always the question for me on which way to go. But I think I like your way. I think it does promote a little bit more open path.
yeah, she's in good shape here. She can play the 6 now into the side pocket. Now you see what she's looking at for the next shot. So she'll probably play this quite slowly. If she's trying to hold on to the 4, play that into the bottom right next. Providing she makes a 6, which she does, and that's perfect. Now she has the 4 ball bottom right. But just kick into the 7 here and hold. Where she's left herself, I mean, she could probably get through to the 2, but the 1 ball is the play. Because she looks to be pretty straight on it, and she can fire that into the top right-hand corner. In fact, she's spotted a better way. Roll this in now and get the cue ball in between the 12 ball and the 8 ball, and she can play the 2 then slowly down the table and get onto the 7. She's played this very well.
Yeah, she hit the gap perfect.
She can just run through here, and the cue ball should come down and just rub into the 7 and set it up into the other corner. She played it with a draw shot, played it very well. This is good stuff from April Gonzales. A good reply.
She's looking at playing the 8-ball in the side pocket. There's a couple different ways you could do it, but I don't mind this.
No, she's played this really well. Every shot, she's been in prime position. And would you believe it? I mean, that was such a well thought out finish she's gone around with every ball, perfect position, every shot she's gone exactly the right way, and she probably cannot believe that she's missed an 8 because everything else was absolutely bang on. Just the pace, I don't know why she hit it so hard.
Just a little firmer than it needed to be.
It's a shame that for April because that was a really good play all the way through that rack, and that would have been a break and run as well. But Ashley Benoit, in her usual style, sprinting around the table to dispatch these stripes. See, I played a 9-ball now. No matter though for Ashley. Yeah, she's found a touch now as well. That was really well cued. Very still as she struck that in. And this 8 for 2 racks to 0, and in it goes. And Ashley Benoit, 2 to the good. Caught me out there. Yeah, of course, all the ladies are in the main open as well. So apologies.
Well, we actually have later in the mixed pairs, we have Skylar Woodward and Skylar Hess. And I think that's where it got you caught up.
It's so easy for me to get caught, don't worry. Always on a Saturday. Never any other day of the week, just Saturdays.
I'll remember that.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm off outside to throw myself under the first truck that comes past, and then if there's anything that remains of me later, I might come back and have another go.
Well, knowing Skylar's demeanor, I'm sure he'll get a good laugh out of it. And Nicole Oborowski actually playing in the mixed pairs as well. She'll be partnering up with Johnny Archer. Be a good pairing there. On a really good attempt there, just didn't quite get the pace right. She's going to leave an opportunity for Ashley to get out in this rack.
Decent angle here for Ashley, providing that 13-ball squeezes past the 3. And it does.
Yeah, really made quick work of this by the Feld safety from April. April is from the Dallas-Fort Worth area, and I've seen her play multiple times. She's a very resilient player.
She wanted to hit the 8 so firm into the side pocket, because if she'd have rolled it, it was her rack. She's got a good break as well. Always makes the ball in that top right-hand corner, does April.
Yeah. Got the privilege of playing with her dad, who wasn't able to be here this weekend. DJ He's from my area, known him for a long time, good player himself. And April's been playing for quite a long time,
Had a
since she
good
was
teacher
very
then.
young. What's that?
She had a good teacher then.
Oh, she's actually trained with Jeremy Jones and
Wow.
a few other good players. So, yeah, she's on the right track for sure. Got a 9-foot table at her house. Plays on quite a bit. She's also very familiar with the 7-foot table. Is what we're playing on. And tough miss there. Oh. A little nervy here in the beginning of this rack.
No, I think it's just a case that she doesn't like to roll the ball very softly. Ashley, every shot she plays, she likes to play it firm. And when she's forced to roll that one, it's just not her natural shot.
April here back at the table with an opportunity.
Just really trying to force the cue ball down the table for the 6, and it's not going to be great. And there you see April has glued herself to the 13 ball.
Yeah, it looked good for a moment, but it just didn't pull off that side
And this
rail.
is what I was saying earlier with Ashley just having that slight advantage of being able to play on this match table. Obviously in the shootout, because it does play a heck of a lot differently to the outside tables. And that's one thing, it slides off the rail a bit more. So it's caught April out there just to try and play that kick shot into the 6. It's come wider than it would have done if it was out in the other arena. So ball in hand for Ashley.
Yeah, and all the supporters for Miss Ashley Benoit, I know you're out there. I see you. See you guys watching. We appreciate you supporting Ashley and following along. And I know she appreciates it as well. She's going to have an opportunity here to take this rack. And in my opinion, it's another stolen rack from Ashley, because April's got a solid break. She just wasn't able to follow up.
Just overrun that a bit, Ashley. I think she can just see enough of this 10 ball. If she can't, she just rolls this in and just has to get just high enough away from the 6, and she's missed it. She has covered the 8, so she's got second prize.
That's brutal.
You know, April will be thinking she deserves a break. You know, if your opponent misses a ball to leave, you're still in trouble.
I think the worst part about it is if she makes this ball, the nice play would be able to just shoot the 8, make the 10, and leave your cue ball up top of the table. But the 10's off angle. I don't think it goes. We're going to get into a little bit of a tactical battle here.
Well, that's a very good shot there from Ashley, forcing April now to go up to the top of the table and down. And the thing with this shot, April won't want to make this 6 because if she does, she's liable to be hooked behind the other ball there.
At the same time, though, she does need to hit it with enough pace to hit the ball and catch the rail, because an intentional foul, meaning maybe not playing the ball to make it, will result in a loss of rack. Luckily, she hit that one very well and was able to keep it out of the pocket.
Thing for me, I would never touch that 10 ball where it is. You've got to play the other ball, Ashley, in my opinion, because whatever happens, mind you could play the loss of turn. Yes, that's a great shot. Now she's forcing April to come into the 8 ball now.
I tell you, Tony, it's a little bit of a wild one, but I think in this position, if I'm April, I'm going to try and clip the left side of the 8 ball and try and send it over into that pocket on the bottom right. She's opted not to do that, and this is this is interesting.
No, you've got a shot to nothing really. You can play the cut and play to pot the 11 because the 10 is stuck out, but I don't think I'd even bother. I think I'd still make April play into that 8 ball. Oh, that's a good shot.
Yeah, she can definitely see the ball, just needs to be careful with her cue ball. These shots can be funny sometimes. There we go. And Ashley Benoit getting the better of the safety battle, at least in this rack. It's 4-0 in a race to 5. 18 minutes and 33 seconds.
Well, the other 2 players in the group have both lost one.
Have they?
They've lost to April and Ashley.
Well, then it's guaranteed. You are correct. Like always. Y'all record that. I'll never say it again.
No, this will guarantee Ashley's qualification to win the group. Well, in fairness, no, it will win the group because she can only go on and possibly lose one. But if she's won 2 5-0, then I believe she's in an unassailable lead in the group. And you'd expect it because she is such a good player, Ashley.
Yeah, ranked very highly for the WPBA.
Yeah,
great player.
Yeah, and a really nice girl as well. Fun, bubbly character. But she's very concentrated when she's at the table, which is why she's so good.
Justin Vanilla to the TV tournament guys, please. Justin Vanilla to the tournament guys, please.
It's just not going to grab enough there.
That's
Wanted a
something.
bit more. You can see all the spins she put on the cue, but she's trying to come past the 3 and the 7.
That's something that a lot of people have struggled with, is that inside
Oh,
English
hello.
coming off the rail. Did she make that ball?
It's a bit of a fluke, but yes, she did make it. What's she going to do with the 15?
Well, she can cut this ball.
Wow. If she got a bit more into that, it would have gone as well. She had the accuracy, but not the pace. But here we go. We'll have another look at this 13. That's incredible.
Well, get it how you can, right?
April opting for the safety, and rightly so. And like you said earlier, Stephen, it's going to be a tough call to come back and win 5 in a row against Ashley. But if April if she can bag a couple of racks, it will all goes towards helping the cause. And that was very, very close there for Ashley. It is going to be ball in hand, but not very far away at all. Great attempt. Daryl Hibbert, our referee, passes April the cue ball. And these are there now for April. She's very accomplished, and she'll feel that she should knock these in.
Looking at the 6 ball, I really like the 6 ball to play for the 8 ball. But there are other ways to do it. Keep hold of that chalk, April. Didn't quite get the angle she wanted, so she's going to take the 6 ball now. It's going to be hard to get underneath that cue ball to draw back.
She doesn't really need to. She could just roll this in softly. She will leave herself a thinner cut on the 2, but the natural angle of the rails will bring the cue ball back round for the 8.
Yeah, just like that. She's just got to make this ball, the 8 balls.
Well, it's about 4 rails, so you cut the 2 in, it's going to hit the top rail, that left-hand side rail, down onto the bottom rail, and probably the right-hand side rail, and be behind the 8. So you use the full amount of table. Cue ball will be safe. It won't go and scratch. In fact, she's played it quite slowly, a little bit wider actually than I expected, because if she'd have hit that hard, she might have actually scratched. But
yeah, because of the swerve off the rail, I was just a little worried about going that far, but she's hit that well, and she is on the board.
Much relief for April.
Oh, I thought she was going to go drive for a second, but she did not. And I think either one of these suits would not be too bad. I'm kind of leaning towards the stripes simply because of the 4 ball. But you could always play the combo from the 4 to the 2. She's played that well to come around. Maybe a little far. Can she just tap this 1 ball in? Or the 7? She can play the 4 to the 2 when she gets up there. You just have to be a little mindful of what that 4 ball is going to do afterwards. And I think she's going about it the right way in case she doesn't get a great opportunity. Oh, my goodness. That's the worst possible outcome. Playing to kick this ball into the side pocket, but the swerve is not going to help her off these freshly clothed rails.
Boston Open players, please come check in if you're in the building.
I can just say that we have had a switch in the running order, so the next match will not be Caden Herbach and Skylar Hess. That will now switch to match number 3. It will be the Deshane Benilla match will be up next in the main open.
Well, it's definitely good. Mike Deshane.
I guess it's because probably Caden Herbach's probably playing an open match as well, and he can't be in 2 places at the same time. So I think just by switching the running order, it does keep a nice steady flow of matches in this main arena.
Yeah. Yeah, we definitely don't like long breaks. We know you guys don't like it either, so we try and keep the action rolling as much as possible.
That's the thing, when you're one of the junior players or one of the ladies, you are going to be playing in multiple events as well.
We saw it in the Iowa Open.
Savannah Easton played it. She got to she won a couple of them, and then she was in the ladies' final. She won the junior. She won the mixed pairs. I think she got all the way to the quarter final of the Open, did she?
Yeah, it's the last. She made last 16 against Tom Cousins.
Yeah, and that was just an incredible feat, because Cousins went on and won the Open. I think on the last day, on the Sunday, because we did have to have a break in play because, obviously, of Savannah's success. She played 13 straight matches, one after the other, which is just absolutely insane. But here we go, though. This 8 for Ashley Benoit to win the match.
And there it is. Ashley Benoit is going to move on 5-1 in this women's open match.